Alright, Tripping Bits here, and today we're gonna understand Ethereum gas fees and how it's calculated. Before that, if you find this topic interesting for you, please consider subscribing as there is more to come. If we want to really understand gas fees, we must start from scratch, and that scratch is transactions. So today I'm gonna make a high-level overview of transactions. If you want more in-depth stuff, let me know in the comment section below. So what are transactions? A transaction is a signed data package to transfer Ether from an account to another, or to a contract, invoke methods of a contract, or deploy a new contract. But what signed means? Well, with signed, we mean proving the ownership of the sender address without revealing its private key. And Ethereum uses ECDSA for signing transactions. ECDSA stands for Elliptic Curve Digital Signature Algorithm, which is not important for today's video. If the transaction's intention is to invoke a method of a contract, it contains input data. Or if its intention is to deploy a contract, then it can contain the initialization code. So after we understood transactions, in order to see how gas fees are used, we must understand EVM. So what is EVM? Well, EVM stands for and it's the Ethereum Smart Contracts Bytecode Execution Environment. It's like JVM if you are familiar with programming. It's basically a virtual machine on top of real with all the steps it needs to execute smart contracts. Every node in the network runs EVM. And to make it simple, a node is a machine that has a copy of the blockchain. The nodes execute all the transactions that points to a smart contract using EVM. So every node does the same calculations and stores the same values. And many ask why simple transfer transactions from an account to another needs fees. Well, because it requires some calculations, that is to find out whether the address has a balance or not, and deduct the balance accordingly. And now finally we come to gas after understanding why EVM exists. So what is gas in Ethereum? Gas is used to measure how many steps a transaction will need. It's straightforward. If your transaction is more complex, you will need to pay more gas. We can find the gas units used for every step type. For example, to multiply two numbers, we need 5 gas units, or to add, we only need 3, so on and so forth. So what is gas price? Well, gas price is the gas price in Ether for a gas unit, and at this moment, when I'm recording, the average price is 91 GUI per gas. You can check it in etherscan.io. But what gas? Why need it? Why we need gas? Generally speaking, there are 3 main reasons: finance, theory, and computation. From finance point of view, the purpose is to incentivize miners to execute transaction and smart contract by using their own time and resource, as the miners will receive the block reward plus fees. From computational point of view, the computational reason behind gas goes back to an old foundational aspect of computing theory, the halting problem. So what is the halting problem? Well, the halting problem is the issue of determining whether an arbitrary program will stop running or if it will run forever. In 1936, Alan Turing determined that it's impossible for any machine to solve the halting problem. In the EVM, this means the miner is never able to begin processing a transaction and know 100% that the transaction will not go on. With gas, specifically gas limit, a finite amount of gas is always at. Even if a miner began processing a transaction that was coded to continue indefinitely, the gas will eventually run out, the transaction will end, and the miner will still be compensated. So how Ethereum calculate gas fees? Gas is divided into three components: gas cost, gas price, and gas limit. The gas limit is the max gas units that can be used in a particular transaction. In Ethereum, calculation formula of transaction fee is very simple. It's actual gas cost multiplied by gas price at that particular time. So I hope that you finally understand Ethereum gas fees after this video. Do not forget to subscribe for more